against everything the game stands for. Davey short, Maloney. Morton, oh, they need to be careful here. Grimes, kick it, Sonny, didn't. Oh, Carlton's pressure's fantastic. Hadley drops it, Wait, chance for Houlihan, he's kicked 2, and now he's kicked 3. So, from Bonnell's goal, which would have pulled it back to 19, all of a sudden, with 7 seconds left in the quarter, Carlton's lead is 32 points. Disappointing way to finish.
And a brilliant first quarter of football from the Carlton Football Club. They are a side that has got some genuine quality. They tackle hard. They've got a really consistent game plan, the way they want to play the game, and they've got quality players who can finish. And Ryan Houlihan has at times in his career been a maligned sort of player. I think he now has got the role that he should play for the rest of his career. Start and do a good job on a defensive role as a forward, and if you can sneak a few goals, he's kicked 3 in the first quarter, you become a very, very solid player indeed.
Carlton's best opening quarter of the season. Their previous best was the very first quarter of the season against Richmond. They've done it beautifully. They lead by 32 points at the first change.
We didn't get a bounce at the opening of the first quarter. We get one here. Cruiser beats Jamar. Taken though by Jones. Scully, good hands off to Grimes. Kicked very wide towards Jeddah. Pushed out of it by Russell. Russell tries to tap it towards the line and achieves his objective. So a boundary throw in half forward for Melbourne. Neville Jeddah. Bit of push and shove there. Jordan Russell, who's had a wonderful season. Jamar again in front. Scully. Maloney. Oh, gee, tried to take him on. And he's been pinged.
Got an arm for it. You took both players on.
Yeah, fair enough too. So Betts off to Robinson, who kicks into the corridor. Needs to be precise here, and he is beautifully played by Garlett. Well done by Bartram, just held him up enough without giving away 50 metres. Kick inside, attacking, 50, Judd! Couldn't quite get there. Finds it now at ground level. Will normally find a target. That wasn't his best kick. Betts tries to run onto it. Grimes, Simpson. Well done, Garlett. Warnock just paddles it over. Now, what's the umpire do here? It's A-OK. Behind to Carlton.
Use the safety of the boundary line under some pressure, so no issues at all there for Warnock.
From 10 metres out, just
any sort of pressure
made it look a little bit dubious, Dars.
Play on.
Grimes plays on, kicks flat in the Rivers direction. Wait with him.
Haven't been able to get any real flow or connection going at all in their game so far, Melbourne. I know that they play on for marks more than anyone else in the competition. That's their style. They handball second only to Geelong in the competition, but they haven't really had. See another free kick go the way of Carlton, will go to Matty Cruiser. They just haven't had enough the footy to get into the game.
Cruiser wastes no time. O'Halpin and Warnock, with Rivers arriving, taking out his teammate, but fortunately it fell the Demons' way. Davey, good delivery. Bate. Davey kept coming. Bate waits and goes for Miller, leading up to the centre line.
First touch for Brad Miller.
Wanting to advance it quickly. Jones well placed to do that. Puts it for Green. Well done. He just put it into space. He sensed that Brad Green was moving in that direction. And Green has kicked one of Melbourne's 2 goals.
A little friendly fire there. It was good courage from Jared Rivers. Went back, and he's got to do that. Unfortunately, he would have preferred to have cleaned up Tanner O'Halpin. He cleaned up his mate Warnock. But I was talking about some flow in Melbourne's game. That's the first real clean passage that we've seen. Maybe the early goal to Jack Watts, but this is how they can get back into the game.
Bryce Gibbs has been on Green throughout, and Green could kick his second here. Should do, and does. Spears it through. Demons get the first of the quarter.
Here's Brad Miller pushing up. struggled to get into the game so far, but this is what he can do. It's good.
You just see Green in the background there, Das, leading up outside 50 and then doubling back into the pocket, and really Gibbs was all at sea trying to combat him.
Defender's nightmare, Chris.
Defender's nightmare, absolutely.
Looping, doubling back lead.
Interesting battle, that. Warnock okay after this incident where Rivers came back hard and cleaned him up. But he's okay.
Always a little more annoying when you get cleaned up by a teammate. It hurts just the same, but you think, get out of my way.
Beautiful tap from Jamar to Maloney off to Jones. His kick wasn't great. He was under pressure. Davies got to beat a couple here. Went to ground when he shouldn't have. And now Brown can set up an attacking move for the Blues. Judd, not a great kick. Beautifully gathered though by Simpson. Support out wide. Hadley. Beautiful kick to Carazzo. Judd kept going from 45. Hard up against the line. Kicks towards the goal square. Oh, Garlett cruised through. Couldn't quite find the footy. And a behind to the Blues as we look at this. Is exquisite stuff out of the centre.
I love his work, Chris O, and I was trying to explain it earlier in the first quarter. His ability with deft hands, now Mark Jamar to put it in the right position, is just really, really great stuff to watch as Melbourne clear it out to centre wing. And there is the Melbourne skipper, who's doing a really good job on Chris Judd. Judd's just had the 7 disposals, but hasn't really had a big effect so far in this game.
The ball kicked in McDonald's direction, not too well that time by Jordan Gisberts in his second game after 26 disposals last week. His equal match high with 10, so he is a ball magnet.
Tom Scully, just the 3 disposals, having had a week off last week, rested alongside his mate Trengrove.
Still Melbourne with the only goal of the quarter. Jamar the clean hand, but this time straight to Hadley. O'Halpin on the bounce, couldn't control it. Bartram did pretty well in the traffic. Oh, Judd, so good in there. How does he do it? Hadley's hand pass too quick for Murphy. And there'll be another ball up.
A little slow to get up, Chris Judd, behind the play. Look at this. So good, isn't it? Clean. It's hard, wins his own footy. He's being held onto by... Not held onto, he's being marked closely by a really good player in the competition, and he just goes about his job, Chris Judd.
Jamar rucking and roving, and Cruiser down there with him. The big men getting down and dirty, and they'll do it in the air again, right on the 50. In fact, right between the 5 and the 0.
Just get the feeling that as good as Carlton have been, Melbourne have an opportunity, but it has to happen around now. They need to score a couple of goals in a row, and then I think they can really just put some doubt into the Carlton psyche.
Good work from Sylvia towards Bate. Fisted away. Robinson misses. Jones does very well in a tight situation and then hacks it towards the wing for Trengove. Boundary line too close. So 28 points the advantage. There's the disposal of efficiency, and Carlton well on top in that department. So this intriguing battle between Jamar and Cruiser. Jamar gets it to the back. Again. Scully. High, open forward line here. 1-on-1. Green, and too good for Gibbs that time. And he put the hand up, Bryce Gibbs. And after a best on ground performance last week where he gathered 45 disposals as a running attacking half back. Look at that.
I just love that. It's a set play. He said to Scully, this is where I'm going to hit it. Then it's another thing to actually hit it exactly there. Opened up the corridor. Great contested mark from Brad Green against a quality opponent in Gibbs.
So Brad Green, who's kicked a couple. Shining light from directly in front. Oh, he's missed it. That's a disappointing result for the man of his quality. So a golden opportunity, as you suggested.
It's a little momentum shift in this game. That really hurts because you want to capitalise on your opportunities, but they have just all of a sudden got a bit of control in this game, Melbourne.
Russell, Scotland was the second pair of hands. It's been paid to the man in front. Gisberts kicking quickly for Bate. 3 against him. Robinson, Judd, Carlton under pressure. Melbourne just getting a sniff. Hadley to Joseph. And the kick semi-smothered. Good endeavour from the Demons.